and going towards a party that has a lot of the solid beliefs that this Democratic Party has, but is pro-life. So yeah.
To kind of disagree with what Jeff and John have said, we can look at the fact that within both parties there are smaller factions. There are pro-life and pro-choice Republicans and pro-life and pro-choice Democrats. And so if both parties are fostering both views, then there may not necessarily need to be a breakdown of either party or a rise of any party.
Let's talk about, let's say, because you talked about a two-party system, and it was interesting how in your speech you talked about how some of these parties are made up of a lot of different factions within them. Some of them are members of both parties in there. Do you think it would ever evolve from a two-party system into a one-party system? Do you think that would be possible? And if so, would it be okay to have a one-party rule?
Well, to address the second part of your question, would it be okay if there was one party rule? I don't think so. Anti-Federalist 10 stated that if without political parties, one would lose its liberty and one would therefore live in tyranny. Therefore, it wouldn't be beneficial to American society, and the American people who are all about liberty wouldn't freely give up their liberty to have a one-party system.
I would state also, to address the first part of your question, that I don't think that it would be likely for us to grow any more condensed than a two-party system because of just the ever-mounting tension between different belief groups. And since the two parties absorb those two, or not those two, but the many different beliefs, there are people who believe so opposite. There's no way that we could ever unite under a single banner and forge that sort of a bond. And I also believe that we would never splinter into more than two or three parties, since the electoral college system we have in place calls for a majority elected. And so I believe that it would be impossible to have less than two or even more than two.